Okay, so here's a quick demo of our BIM360 HoloLens prototype showing a simple Unity application that integrates with Autodesk BIM360. So let's start here. We have a sample BIM360 docs project, and in our project files, we've included an example Revit file. And when we open this document and switch to issues, you can see that there's already a couple of issues created associated with this document. Some of these were created right here in BIM360, and this example, this issue, has been created from a custom web application that's part of this demo. So let's take a look at it now. We log into our application with Autodesk credentials of a user who has access to the BIM360 project, and the application will use these credentials to give us access to all the BIM360 information right here. So you can see we have access to the same Revit document, and we see the same BIM360 issues here. We can also create new issues from here if need be. Now what we see here as well is a list of scenes. These are Forge AR/VR toolkit scenes that we can define for AR/VR experiences, and different scenes can include different subsets of geometry of the model here. So for example, if we choose upper floor east wall, the viewer will take us to the geometry that's been included in this particular scene. And we will access this information and use it later on the HoloLens device. Now what's important is this QR code. The QR code encodes a URL to this custom server web application, and specifically to an endpoint that provides certain configuration parameters that the Unity application can use to configure itself. So let's try that now. We're going to start our demo application, and after the splice screen, it'll ask us to scan the QR code. Scan the QR code. So let's do that now. And as soon as the application scans it and obtains the configuration parameters, it'll start loading the list of the AR/VR toolkit scenes. And here they are. So now what we can do is we can tab one of these, and the Unity application will start loading the geometry that's been associated with this toolkit scene. There it is. Now we can use the double air tap gesture to grab the object, the geometry, and move it around, rotate it, or scale it down. And then we can use a single air tap gesture to place an issue marker, which will then allow us to submit and create new BIM360 issues from here. So let's try it. Add a title. Now we can either try and type it out by hand, or we can use the microphone device on the HoloLens and use the dictation input. So let's try it now. Issue from HoloLens. Okay. Now let's try description as well. Issue description. And that's it. Now we can click the submit button, and that will make the request to our custom server and then to BIM360 itself using Forge APIs. Submitting issue, and the issue has been successfully submitted. So now when we go back to our BIM360 project and we reload the page, we should now hopefully see a new issue appearing on the list that is properly positioned on the geometry of the eastern wall where we placed it in our HoloLens application. And here it is, issue from HoloLens 67, and it's located on the eastern wall towards the top, just like we placed it in our HoloLens application. Now also what we can do here, we can reload this upper floor east wall to load this geometry again, but also to load the updated list of issues, which should also appear here, and you can already see the issue there. Yeah, so we can bring it closer, scale it down if need be, and take a look at the issue. There it is, issue from HoloLens. And that's it.